Hello everyone, BGAD here today. We are going to learn some stuff today. So this channel is my learning channel. We are in fact going to learn chemistry right off the bat. So let's start by explaining what we're doing and what we plan to do and where we're going to go from here. So we're going to use the Openstax software. Now it's not technically software because it is in fact a free resource you're going to find on the internet. If you look in the description below, there's going to be a link that's going to take you directly to the site if you wish to follow along. So what we're going to do is we're going to do pretty regular videos where we go through and we're going to try and explain the book section by section. I feel like I should also note that I have used this before. I am in fact a university student. So in this current semester, I'm actually taking a semester off. So I can actually work on these things for a little bit. So I'm going to try and have some pretty regular uploads of things that we have going on here, and we're going, like I said, we're going to go section by sections, and we're going to take it fairly slow. So, like I said, with the actual page linked below, if you have any questions at all, feel free to comment them below, and we may make a video on how we can actually address these. So again, to explain what this book is, it is in fact free. Free is always nice, especially if you are a college student. Now, if you're in high school, this stuff should apply to you as well, because again, I have used this. So, and I've had high school, my nieces and nephews have taken this class in high school as well, and I've been able to help them just fine and explain it perfectly well where they can understand it. So, this particular one, we're going to go through the entirety of the chemistry 1 and 2, which you'll find in, at least in my state's university system. And this book actually branches into a little bit of organic chemistry, otherwise known as Chem. So, what do we gain from this? Nothing. I mean, honestly, we gain the fact we get the joy of teaching it. Education should be free. Honestly, I believe that with my whole heart. Education should be a free thing. It benefits everyone, and even people who are ignorant and do not want to educate themselves, they still benefit by people being educated. So, as you can see here, we're not actually even logged in. Right here on the left hand column, we're not logged in at all. This is entirely free. So what is this? It is Chemistry Atoms First 2E is a peer-reviewed, openly licensed introductory textbook produced through a collaborative publishing partner between Openstax and the University of Connecticut and UConn Undergraduate Student Government Association. This text is an Atoms First adaptation of the Organic Chemistry 2E. The intention of Atoms First involves a few basic principles. First, it introduces atomic and molecular structure much earlier than the traditional approach, and it threads these themes through subsequent chapters. This approach may be chosen as a way to delay the introduction of materials such as stoichiometry that students traditionally find abstract and difficult. Yes, that one is a very difficult one, but we're going to make our video here, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to try and help tackle it even with the book, so we're going to have some illustrations too, thereby allowing students time to acclimate their study skills to chemistry. Additionally, it gives students a basis for understanding the application of quantitative principles to the chemistry that underlies the entire course. It also aims to center the study of chemistry on the atomic foundation that many will expand upon in a later course covering organic chemistry, easing that transition when the time arrives. And the second edition has been revised to incorporate clearer, more current, and more dynamic explanations, while maintaining the same organization as the first edition. Substantial improvements have been made in the figures, illustrations, and example exercises that support the text narrative. The first edition of Chemistry Atoms First by Openstax is available in WebView here. So we actually are going to go to our WebView, and we're going to look through the book right here really quickly. Excuse me. Can't talk today. Let's load up our page. It may take just a moment. So let's just see what the introductory page looks like. So yeah, this right here is explaining. As you can see, we have our entire table of contents here, and it's just explaining what the book is mostly and what chemistry is. So what is chemistry? Figure 1 tells us that chemical substances and processes are essential for our existence. I should probably write this down. One thing to note, it is actually helpful to write notes by hand if you're trying to learn something. It's just something like it, I guess, with your brain, writing it down. The act of writing helps things stick a little bit better. I learned that from a book too, which I'll actually go over in a future video, because that book was very useful. But, okay, so let me actually reread this whole thing. So figure 1 tells us that chemical substances and processes are essential for our existence, providing sustenance, keeping us clean and healthy, fabricating electronic devices, enabling transportation, and much more. So we can actually click the left modification of work by this person, BXLA, from Flickr. Somewhere in here, but it's not important right now. Modifications of work. Okay, yeah, well that tells us all of that right there. So your alarm goes off, and after hitting snooze once or twice, you pry yourself out of bed. You make a cup of coffee to help you get going, and then you shower, get dressed, and eat breakfast. You check your phone for messages. On the way to school, you stop to fill your car's gas tank, almost making yourself late for the first day of chemistry class. As you find a seat in the classroom, you read the question projected on the screen. Welcome to class. Why should we study chemistry? We study chemistry. Whoop. A little off screen there, huh? Let's shrink that down just a little bit. So why should we study chemistry? Do you have an answer? Do you? Comment below if you have an answer. I'd like to know why you want to study chemistry myself. You may be studying chemistry because it fulfills an academic requirement, but if you consider your daily activities, you might find chemistry interesting for other reasons. Most everything you do and encounter during your day involves chemistry. Making coffee, I've had 3 of those. Cooking eggs, I've had probably 3 of those too. And toasting your bread involving chemistry, I've had no toast. The products you use, like soap and shampoo, fabrics you wear, the electronics that keep you connected to your world, the gasoline that propels your car, we're going to talk about that at some point too, and all of these and more involve chemical substances and processes. Whether you are aware or not, chemistry is part of your everyday world. In this course, you will learn many of the essential principles underlying the chemistry of modern life. And that's the introduction. Again, let me know why you want to study this at all. We're going to go over it anyways, but I'd like to understand why. So, over here we have our entire table of contents. So next time we will go through the preface right here, and then we will look through the essential ideas.